viewers, welcome to this channel, and in this video I'm going to solve Leetcode 1045th question, customers who bought all products, and this comes under medium category question. They have given a table called customer and two columns, which is customer ID and product key, both belonging to integer data types. So this table contains duplicate rows. It means that this table does not have a unique primary key. Okay, so then customer ID is not null. Okay, so product key is a foreign key to product table. So what do you mean by foreign key? Foreign key is a key or a column which is going to provide a link between two or more tables, and it is a primary key in another table. So here the product key is a primary key in the product table. So as you can see, there is a table called product and there is a column called product key which belongs to integer data type, and product key is the primary key. So what do you mean by primary key? Primary key is a column which has non-null and unique values, right? For this table. Okay, so write a solution to report the customer IDs from customer table that bought all the products in the product table. Return the result table in any order. So what are they asking us to find is, so in the output table we need all the customer IDs, okay, from this table. So whoever customer has bought whatever the products, all the products in the product table, so though only those customers we need to return. Okay, so let us go through this example and understand it more clearly. Okay, so here they are given an example one, which is customer table. They have given customer ID and product key and a product table with product keys. Okay, in product table you have two products, which is 5 and 6. Okay, that is the total amount of product. Here in the customer one have bought 5 and also brought 6. So this is a customer, that is customer ID 1 is a customer who has brought all the product in a product table, right? So in the output table, 1 will be present. In 2, so as you can see, the customer ID 2 has bought only the product 6. Okay, it has not brought the product 5. So you cannot return that in the output table. You can see the customer ID 3 has bought 5 as well as 6, right? That is all the products in the product table. So in the output, you'll be having 1 and 3. As you can see, that is the output that we have got. So how we can achieve this? How we can write a SQL query in order to get the same output? So what we can do is, we can group by the customer ID. Okay, and we can count the product keys. So for 1, we'll have the count of product keys will be 2, which is 5 and 6. For 2, we'll have a count of product keys will be 1, which is only 6. For 3, we'll have a count of product we'll have the count of product key will be 2, which is 5 and 6, right? And then we'll see if the count, if it is same as the count of unique product key, then we have to return those customer IDs, right? Okay, so let me write the code and make you understand. What we can do is we can start from the table called customer and we can group by customer ID, customer underscore ID. So what clause we need to use? Here, whether we should use a where clause or a having clause. Since we are using an aggregate function which is count, so we have to use a having clause. So having count of distinct product key, product underscore key, if it is equal to select count of distinct product underscore key from table called product. Okay, so if the count of product keys, if it is equal to the count of product key for the customer, so those customer IDs we need to return. So what we need the customer ID. So I'm going to select the customer ID, and we don't need to alias it as anything because it is same customer ID itself. So let me walk you through this code again. I'll make you understand. What we are doing is we are grouping by the customer ID so that it will all the product keys will be together. Like for 1, it will be 5, 6. For 2, it will be 6. And for 3, it will be 5 and 6. And next what I'm doing is I'm going to I'm going to create a new column where I'm going to count the number of product key each customer have. Okay. So for 1, it is 2, which is 5 and 6. For 2, it is only 1, which is 6, right? And for 3, it is 2, which is 5 and 6. Okay. And I'm making sure that it is same. So number of product keys, if it is same as the count of the product keys, which is 5, 6, which is 2. So then if the number here, which is 2 products, so the customer also has bought 2 products, which means that the customer have bought all the products in the product table. So that is the logic that I'm using. Okay. After that, what I'm going to do is they're asking us to return those customer IDs, right? So that's why I'm going to select the customer ID and I'm going to return that in the output table. So let me run it and show it to you. If it has any errors, we are going to solve it together. Okay, so it's running and it is accepted. They have considered the same example and we have got the same output as the expected output. So let me submit it and see whether it passes all the test cases or not. Okay, yeah, it passes all the test cases and the solution is accepted. And that's all is the solution for the question 1045 customers who bought all the products from Leetcode. Thank you for watching. I hope you understood this solution and have a great day. Bye.